Dashing! You collected all of our digging tools that the chamber slaves wandered off with. I'll store them away so that we'll have them when we need them. Isn't archaeology exciting?
You brought me these scrolls because one of the Marleybonians thought they may be dangerous if they were left down there?
Zane takes a look at the scrolls you hand to him.
The scrolls of Nerini. I see why they would not want these to remain in the pyramid. I will hold on to these for you and make sure they remain safe. The Wizard City news is a little outdated here. We occasionally get the paper from them, but it's been a while. Would you mind picking up a newspaper from the Wizard City Library? Some believe the Golden Fang is but a legend, but evidence exists. We must retrieve it or the Tuts may come after us. There are 3 parts to the tome. The first is written on a scroll, the second is within a book, and the third is carved onto an obelisk. Search the library for the scroll. As for the other 2 parts of the tome, I don't know where they could be.
Why, hello there, young wizard. You have a blue gem for me? How wonderful. And just in time. Mindy is working on her next spell and could use that gem. Could you take that gem to her? I'm sure she would be very grateful.
for me? Wow, you have a blue gem for me? Thanks! I could really use that.
You tell Mindy the story of how Hetch found the gem.
That's awfully nice of him. You know, people lose coins all the time when running around the hedge maze in Unicorn Way. You should look there.
Yes, yes. We normally have the news here, but unfortunately we're sold out. Big news broke out about alligators in the underground sewers. The paper sold out fast. I know how you might get one. Gamma just flew off from here a little bit ago. He'll probably be willing to give you his copy.
You need the news, you say? For the Krokotopia Library. Funny you should ask about that. I just flew in from the library with this, but if the Krokotopia Library needs it, you are more than welcome to take it.
Gamma gives you the paper.
Here you go. Have a safe trip.
You find a coin lying on the ground.
Thank you very much. It would be nice to have some fresh news around here.
You hand the paper to Zane, and he reads the headlines.
Alligators in the sewers? It's like they are everywhere. So, could Professor Greyrose use that gem? Wow, you found my lucky coin. Thank you so much.
You were able to get all the data I needed on the enemy? Brilliant! Now I can come up with the best tactics for us to use. With this data, we're certain to defeat the Tuts.
Greetings, wizard. So, the professor wants to test you. We are the ones being tested. We put the Tuts to sleep, but now our work is undone. They will try to enslave everyone. We must reunite the Order of the Fang. We have strong allies in the Manders, but they are struggling. Earn our trust by helping us. While Al-Hazred and I remained awake during the Great Sleep, other members of the Order of the Fang did not. If you are sincerely here to help, now is the time to seek them out. When I last saw General Kaba, our esteemed military leader was holding back the Tuts so we could cast the sleep. I only hope he has not suffered for his bravery. Go find the Mander Rami in the Hall of Champions. Rami can help you find Kaba.
I hope you've come to help, young wizard, because this place is swimming with Tuts. You are not the only one looking for General Kaba. The Tuts are looking for the Order of the Fang, and I fear we may be detected. We must slow them down before they find the General. Surely a powerful wizard like yourself can take out their minion, the Sphinx Sakwi. So, General Kaba is safe for now. So far, you are as great and powerful a wizard as the Order of the Fang believes you to be. General Kaba will speak only to someone carrying the seal of the Fang. To our horror, that evil Tut Neckbet captured it before the Great Sleep. We must get it before he tricks the General into revealing himself. We shall see if you can defeat Neckbet in his chamber.
Kiss that confidence goodbye as you see how little you are.
You have the seal! I am sorry I doubted you, but I never thought I'd see someone more powerful than the Tuts. I must stay here and keep my ears open, but you have restored my faith that the Tuts can be defeated. Thank you, friend. Go, quickly. General Kaba is hiding in the treasure room up ahead.
You bear the seal of the Fang. Tell me, wizard, what events occurred during my great slumber?
You tell General Kaba about the Tut's desire to rule over many worlds.
If only we had succeeded in crushing the Tuts earlier. I confess, wizard, a soul scavenger sapped my strength by stealing my coin of destiny. I tried to protect the Order of the Fang without it, but to my dismay, I couldn't, and we failed. If we are to defeat the Tuts this time, I'll need my coin of destiny. Please help me recover my strength by destroying that soul scavenger nearby. I will feed on the light in your eyes. coin in my possession, I can feel my strength returning. We must prepare for battle. I hope I will not fail, but first, I need my sword. I gave it to Rami for safekeeping. Go to him and get it for me.
Seems your hard work allowed you to learn a new spell. Come see me for it.
Honored one, I am afraid that all I have left of the sword is this. Please take it to the great general if he needs it.
What? This is just a scabbard. How can I fight the Tuts with just a scabbard? We must rebuild my weapon then. First, for the blade, I will need ice shards from the Glacial Avengers. Ice shards should do the trick. You should be able to find them in this area. These will do nicely. Well done. All right. Now I need some spider carapace to form the hilt. Ice Weaver shells should be perfect for it. Win 4 of them for me in the Grand Arena.
Say, you're such a great warrior. You remind me of my father. He was the only Mander to fight in the Grand Arena. He even became a champion. I have had this dream for a long time to test my skills in the arena, but alas, I am not allowed in. Could you ask the arena master if the son of Oka could compete?
Yes, these will do. Good work. The hilt needs gems to magnify the blade's power, for it is the blade of a general. I will need you to collect these gems in the area. Yes, these will be good. They'll fit in perfectly. Now, I require something to wrap around the hilt for a good grip. The hall servants should have some leather straps. Those should do well. Excellent. These leather straps will go well with it. Now, to forge the blade. Aji Sakwi guards the frozen forge. We will need a key to unlock the entrance to his lair. Defeat his guards, the Sakwi Crushers. One of them must have a key. Most excellent. We are close now. You have proven to be a most valiant warrior. I will send some loyal troops through these passageways. Would you perform the boldest part of the plan? Defeat Ajisakwi and use the frozen forge to create my new blade. You will not evade me, wizard. Prepare to meet your doom. Excellent work, wizard. You made my plan a success. With you on our side, we are certain not to fail. I must stay and rally our forces. Your help will not be forgotten, wizard. You have done much to earn the trust of the Order of the Fang. Go tell Shalak the Wise in the entrance hall that I am once again ready to lead our fight.
Excellent. You found the great General Kaba and returned him to the fold. Perhaps the sleep has no ill effect on any of the Order. We may very well defeat the Tuts for good this time. With General Kaba, The Order can plan strategy, but without our fearless warrior, Kai Amate the Great, who are we? I'm concerned that our Mander ally, Akko, has not yet found Kai Amate. Please go to the Grand Arena and help Akko. Kai Amate's ferocity in battle stirs the fight in all of us. He must be found.
Are you a warrior, young wizard? Because a warrior is what we need. Kayamate the Great is fighting in the Colosseum, but Manders aren't allowed in. I've got another idea. Disguised as a gladiator, you wouldn't raise any suspicion. If you accept, you should battle Sphinx gladiators to earn the mark of the Gladiator. The mark will gain you entry. When you have it, return to me to complete your disguise. Perfect. Now with this gear I got you and the mark of the Gladiator, you'll be able to march into the Colosseum unnoticed. You'll find the Colosseum up ahead. When you enter, be sure to talk to Marakara, the Arena Master. Tell him you want to fight Kayamate the Great. When you succeed, tell Kayamate that the Order of the Fang needs him to rejoin the cause. My plan should work, I hope. Good luck, young wizard, and be careful. You'll find the Colosseum up ahead.
You want a Mander to compete in the arena? You must be joking. Who put you up to this? Was it Bort? Such a sense of humor. There was only one Mander who has achieved that feat, and I know no one will ever come close to his skills. Now that was a warrior. What? You say that Akko is a descendant of Oka? Now you're really pulling my tail. Sure, I'll let him into the arena, but only if he has proof of such an outlandish claim. Puny foreigner. You think you can take down Kayamate the Great? We'll soon see how you fare against real warriors. How about proving yourself first, novice? Think you could defeat a lowly Sakwi Ripper? All right. It should be entertaining. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new contestant.
You say that I can show off my skills in the arena? Oh, such great news. But I must have proof that my father was Oka? Oh, well, I should have known it was too good to be true. Thank you anyway for trying, Wizard. Hold on! Am I not the son of the great Oka? I can become as great as him if I just dare to follow my dreams. You don't become Grand Champion by standing around in hallways. Okay, we need to get into the old trophy room. My father's equipment is in there. One of the Sandstalkers has a symbol of passage that will let you in. Go and find the Sandstalker who has the symbol of passage. Only then will you be able to enter the trophy room next to the entrance to the Colosseum. You have brought my father's equipment. I will be able to train for the arena now. Now I will need to have his mark of the Gladiator. But to get that will mean entering the Hourglass Chamber. That will require a time ribbon to protect from the time flux. A time ribbon will have to be made with frozen silk. If you can defeat a couple of ice weavers, I will create the time ribbon. Care to clear out the cobwebs on some spiders down the hall? Wonderful! You have the frozen silk. I'll get started on making the time ribbon. I used to make them in Mander's school. There! With the time ribbon, you can enter the Hourglass Chamber without suffering time flux. It's through this door right behind me. In there, you can find a way to gain my father's Gladiator mark.
If you want to bridge the chasm between this world and the world beyond, you will have to answer to the sands of time. Prove that you are worthy.
So, my boy has decided to stand up and reclaim my legacy. Well, it makes a father proud to hear that. I hope that with his newfound strength, he can use that power to defeat the Tuts and free the Mander race. That was something I had hoped to do. Here, give him my mark of the Gladiator so that he can continue my legacy. And I will be watching him, hoping that he can achieve his dreams, no matter how big they are.
So, you were able to retrieve my father's mark of the Gladiator? Great! That means that I will be able to try out in the Grand Arena. And you spoke to my father? He said he's proud that I'm carrying on the legacy? Why, that's great! I will do him proud and live up to his standards. Thank you, Wizard. I'll never forget this.
Not bad! But don't congratulate yourself just yet. The Sakwi Ripper is actually a pushover. We'll see what happens in the next round. Okay, I think you got lucky with that Sakwi Ripper. Prepare for something with a little more heat. Ladies and gentlemen, for your enjoyment, we have a special duel. Foreigner Wizard versus the Wild Sunbird. Cheer for the Gladiators! You can watch them in action behind the bird gate.
On the block? Maybe the block isn't big enough for the both of us. We'll see who stays and who goes. Ah!
Is it picking up my voice? I just realized my audio capture wasn't saying it was doing anything. Have I been muted for a while? Because I wasn't muted, but it looks like my mic just suddenly stopped working. Oh. Hi, Summits. Welcome, welcome. Yeah. I don't know how long you've been in here, but it said my audio capture was at like 0. And I'm not sure how long it was doing that, because I've just been talking to myself this whole time, apparently. You can hear? Okay, good. Yeah, I'm not sure if that was just like a visual glitch with OBS, but like I had to like manually like, oh, just like 1 minute ago? Oh, yeah, then I'm not sure. But hopefully there's not like a 5-minute section of the VOD where I was just like completely silent.
Wait, did I say the sunbird is tough? It's... okay. But you'll have to prove that was not beginner's luck. I thought I heard a cheer or two for you last time. Maybe I can set up a match between you and Stone Chin. But you'll have to make him interested in you first. Tell you what, if you bash a couple of those ice weavers, I think we can set something up. Stone Chin likes fresh spider eyes. Collect some of those and he'll be willing to tangle with you.
Yep, fresh spider eyes. Gotta be honest, those actually don't sound too bad. Anyways, how are you doing, Summits? How's your day going? Welcome. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what that was. I had to like manually like start like touching the microphone on my thing again for it to start working. I don't know. Yeah. What's this? Here's, I got some kind of notification. Let's see, let's see. Okay, nice. Nothing important. Yeah. Beating up some spiders. Ripping out the eyes from their dead bodies and then just feeding them to a troll so we can fight him. The plot of Wizard101 is very confusing and different at times. Early Wizard101 is also very just confusing and a little bit cursed, but it's like in the background, so you don't really notice it. It's handled well.
Not bad, not bad. You may be able to bash the ice weavers, but you need more flair, more style. Can't please a crowd without those things. Okay, Stone Chin says you're on. But I told him he can't have the spider eyes until after the fight. Let's see how you fare against a stronger and hungrier opponent. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, Puny Foreigner versus Crag Stone Chin. Who will fall first? Just watch behind the sun gate.
Doing alright, just been studying all day? How about you? Well, I've been playing Wizard101. I managed to finish all the side quests for the Pyramid of the Sun, and so now we're on the second area of it. I've been trying to talk about some other stuff I did recently. Like, specifically I was...
The Arena Master said that after I smash you, I get to have spider eyes. I like spider eyes. Okay, now Crack Smash you.
Yeah, specifically something interesting I did recently, because I'm super hungry, so I've been thinking about food for a while now. I tried some curry ramen the other day. Very good. I'm not sure if you can get that where you live, but it's actually pretty decent. I recommend trying it. It's like instant, it's like noodle cup ramen, but like you pour hot water in it, and like it turns into like curry instead. Yeah. Besides that, just been playing Wizard101. Yeah, good luck with your studying. That sounds very tedious. I'm terrible at studying, personally. I was more of a just rely on what I've memorized and then just kind of just coast through everything. That's why I never went to college. At least not yet. Yeah, ironically enough, curry ramen, I'm not claiming a lot of foods, but that seems like a kind of cursed combo. The noodles were definitely weird. It was definitely a weird amount of noodles to be in it. Yeah, it was balanced nicely. It wasn't like too salty or anything. I just picked it up because I remembered that HoloLive had a curry meshi collab advertisement thing going on, and they had a really awesome song about it. I called Curry Meshi is like a miracle. It was a really cool song, but also apparently it was really good. And so I tried it. It was pretty decent. Nice and savory, quick and easy to make. Yeah. I'd say it would go better without the noodles, but I guess they needed something to fill it up. Rather than just like nothing but like a giant like pile of powder in a cup. Yeah. I was actually gonna say, ironically, I only noticed the microphone thing after I was talking about how since Black Friday and Cyber Monday are coming up here, I was gonna try to get my hands on a better microphone. And so I looked over to my audio input, and apparently it was just like at 0.
Not bad.
Yeah.
But I wonder how you'll do against a real warrior. Let me see who's left. Okay, I think you're about ready to move up to fight Bort.
Yeah, so I've been looking into stuff like that too, to improve the audio quality of it.
Problem is, Bort has an image to maintain. So before you get to take him on, you'll have to take on some sand stalkers. That's in his contract. Nothing I can do.
Right. Envy or Black Friday and other big sales days. Another holiday that's envied where I live is no sales tax day, where you can just order whatever you want and it will just have absolutely no sales tax on it. So it ends up like costing like a couple $dozen to like even a couple $100 less and stuff sometimes. Kind of culturally imported that stuff here, but our sales rarely go above like 20% off. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, it's my understanding that like taxes where you live are like a lot higher generally speaking. So it wouldn't surprise me if like the idea of sales and stuff are generally like lower. Although I'm not sure how the sales tax and stuff would work over in Europe. Yeah. No sales tax day is like a big day where I live. It's like even more important than Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Yeah. If it does work, I should be able to get my hands on a pretty good microphone for this. So I won't have to just keep talking into these cheap earbud mics. We have a flat 25% tax on everything, and then some items have additional taxes. It's rough. Yeah. Kind of familiar with stuff like that, where we have like different amount of taxes, like based on certain things, like in like some states, but generally speaking, it's more of like a flat percentage sales tax of like never above like 10%, I don't think, for sales on anything.
Excellent. The crowd always loved up-and-comers such as yourself. Too bad no one has come to see the arena for some time.
Yeah. Yeah, it does sound pretty rough though. 25% is a lot. That's a lot of money. Yeah. I like how he even mentions it, how nobody's come to the arena in a long time. It's completely empty, but he's still doing his best. He's just announcing. You know, like me.
Look out!
Like a lot of streamers.
Bort Malletmane was born and bred to fight. Think you can best him? Then show me some spirit. I want to see a real fight. Ladies, gentlemen, and children of all ages, Let's hear it for the Dueling Wizard! This time, the wizard is after two-time Croc champion, Bort Mallet Mage. Check out the Snake Gate!
Well, I hope you can get your hands on a good mic for a good price. Thank you. Yes, and I also hope that...
You think I will give up all the fame and glory without a fight? Ha! You don't even have the showmanship to be a star like me! Really? You are no warrior!
Yes, I hope your studying goes well, so you can get a good enough job to actually be able to afford that insane 25% tax rate with, like, no sales. Yeah, good luck with that. The one I'm, like, looking at is only, like... It's still gonna be relatively cheap, so something I can afford. Thankfully. So, if it actually does end up going on, like, a pretty decent sale, like 50% off, I'll only be paying, like, $30 for it. Plus maybe shipping and handling. So, thank you, I tried best. Yeah, just keep doing that. Just keep doing your best. Yeah, but geez, 25%. I guess it kind of depends on what the taxes are used for. Because all I ever hear about that kind of stuff is like, oh, well, we have this and that. I guess it kind of comes down to the individual to decide whether or not they think taxes that high are worth that much. You get a lot for your taxes, so in ways you're okay with it. That makes sense. That is certainly a trade-off, I suppose. Oh wow, I didn't manage to kill either of them. This is awkward. Here I am. Here, I've just been walking through this one-shotting everything, and now all of a sudden these guys are actually like still looking at me. They only have like single digits to help up. Example, your education is free. I think I got that net positive. That's true enough. It is technically free. But you're still studying, right? So you still have to invest time. Nothing in this world is free. Nothing. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised that because you get it for free, that it might even be more stringent, the rules and stuff. Yes, I imagine that to be the case.
I have to say, you don't look like a real warrior, but you sure can deliver. The crowds would go wild for someone like you. The crowd would have loved you, taking on all our top guys. Now is no time to slow down. I'll get a tenure ready while you take on some suckweed gougings. Go get 'em, Wiz.
Oh, cool. We have to fight the balance ones now. Yeah, this guy really does grow on me, like, during this quest. Like, he starts off, like, just, like, screaming into the void of, like, nothingness and being kind of a jerk about it. But then he actually does, like, start to respect you, and that's pretty cool. I like this part of the quest. It's stuff like this that makes me, like, enjoy coming back and just, like, actually listening to the dialogue in Wizard101. It's what makes it worth it. Even though it adds, like, hours to what I'm actually doing. Those little character moments. Oh man, I just cannot stop fizzling. Yep, and this thing isn't even going to one-shot them either. I'm going to have to do a second one too. That's just the experience as a balanced wizard in this game, because you do pretty well overall. Like, with everything else, and then the second you hit a balance enemy, it's just like an immediate roadblock. And it takes like several tries to get over. Thankfully, they barely survive, so it's not gonna be too hard to kill them. When I was deciding what school I was gonna do this with, I was like, Death could maybe do well enough. I was like, Balance would probably be the overall best one for this challenge. Am I dead? I am not. I am barely alive, but if I fizzle, I am. Okay, no, we're alive. I was originally considered maybe going with Death, because Death is the absolute best soloing school in the game. And I was like, well, it's not going to be as good as a Balance. But the real reason I was like, is it really worth going through the entire game as a Balance? The answer was no, but I figured it would maybe be more interesting to actually at least try it. Oh yeah. That was a very tense moment.
Excellent work out there, Wizard. If only we had the crowds from the past, they would be filling the stadium to see you fight.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to get used to that because that's just how balance fights are in this game.
I'm taking you to the top. Fight hard and I just might get an honorarium. Of course, I'll share the spoils with you. Ladies and gentlemen, get set for some unparalleled entertainment. The Dueling Wizard will now fight our undefeated Croc champion, the amazing Itenyu Sakui, behind the Moongate.
Yes, there are going to be many fights like that throughout this where it just comes down to an absolute RNG fest, like, wire. Like, it just comes down to the RNG wire of, are we going to get this off? Because there are really no good options for you as a balanced player in this game. So, if you're ever interested in playing this game for yourself...
Begone, little wizard. You do not belong here. I only fight real warriors. I am a Croc champion, not a babysitter.
Yeah, so if you ever get into this game yourself, anyone who's listening, you too, Self-Noops, don't play balance. Just don't do it. Don't do that to yourself. Play anything else. Even play ice. Actually, don't play ice. Don't play ice or balance. Just don't play either of them. Play, I don't know, Death is easy, Storm is fun, so is Fire. Myth is the best one. Play Myth. Okay. Anytime we fight a balanced enemy, it's just gonna come down to me just suffering the absolute most pain just trying to chip away at them. Totally relying on RNG, say as a Genshin player. That sounds just like your type of game. Oh, this is a little bit of a different beast than Genshin, but I do think you'd like it. I think that a lot of people would like this game actually if they got into it. Wait. This is a different kind of RNG because it's like rolling actual stats and like for accuracy and stuff. And we haven't even countered like the actual like cheating bosses and stuff yet. You know, just having a laugh. Yeah, understandable. I just like having fun explaining this stuff, mostly. Oh wait, he put up a death shield. Ow, it's okay. Oh yeah. Genshin is fun because it actually has like some amount of like skill to it, I guess. In this game it's like skill from like a card game perspective. Because it is like, you know, a card game. You use cards. You feel things. Much with card games or turn-based games. Oh, then you'd be great at this game. Maybe. I mean, you've dabbled with them. But I've dabbled with card games a lot too, and to be frank, I'm not really that good at them. After years of trying, I'm still not really that good at these games. But I do my best. Yeah, the real pain, like the absolute real most pain in this game, comes down to the grinding. Like, the grinding in this game makes everything else look like a joke.
You did well, my little croc champion. You're ready to take on Kayamate. I've got big plans for you. I'll wager you feel like you're ready to fight the legendary Kayamate the Great. Now here's your chance. You can thank me later. I set up a private show. Go through that door on the right and enter a small room. Show Kayamate no mercy. You'd be doing that old has-been a favor.
Yeah, actually try out Darkest Dungeon, and oh boy, you're getting your butt whooped. I have never played that game, but I have seen other people play that game, and yeah, that sounds about right. Darkest Dungeon has a very nice aesthetic to it, which is like the main appeal, I think. But as far as I could tell, that game is just like absolutely unforgiving, like to every single degree. There's a very high like skill, like, would it be a skill ceiling if it's like mostly just knowing? High knowledge ceiling? Something like that. But yeah, good luck with that game. Hopefully it doesn't break you mentally. Yeah, this game recently has been doing some, these free Wizard City and Krokotopia, things. I think their current one ended, like, on the 14th, but they do them for, like, 2 weeks, and they've been doing them.
The undefeated one, the only Kayamate.
So if you're ever interested in getting into this game specifically, I'd recommend waiting for one of those. You can just check it out. But I'm probably gonna end up tweeting about them whenever they happen from now on. But yeah, if you're interested in checking this game out, you should probably try it out though. But yeah, the aesthetics are you in, but it's fun to have these intense fights when you're in the mood, that is. I'm not sure how you would even get in the mood for that. Like when you get a feel for playing a Souls game, it's all about being in the right mindset or else it can be draining. Funnily enough, the Souls games specifically for me ended up just being something like the complete opposite. Where I actually just kind of like eventually just like stopped trying at all and then just like slowly got better. Because what I'd end up doing was I'd get like so bored with them, like of just like going to the same areas over and over again. I'd just like put on some music or like listen to like a video in the background, just kind of like zone out and play it. And that's pretty much how I started handling them, and I actually ended up improving a lot more because of it. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with the intense fight mindset. I'm more of an efficiency person. Yeah. It actually is interesting that whenever you actually get used to Souls games and stuff like that, you can kind of just zone out and then just like make progress in it. That's how I play it. Yeah. I think I can get what you're saying. I just can't relate. Oh cool, we actually managed to one-shot the minion, but now we have to deal with this guy. Alright, easy. Yeah, we're speeding through Krokotopia now. It wouldn't seem like it because we just spent like the last 30 minutes going through this quest, but this is like, it's just a bizarrely long section.
I am humbled by your skill, wizard. Sadly, I accept defeat, even though it was inevitable. It is clear that my days of glory are over. I guess I'll just have to settle for retiring filthy rich. Maybe a comeback tour in a few years.
You lean in quickly and notify Kai Amate of Shalik's request. His eyes widen as you emphasize the dire situation.
I like his current plan, though. Just retiring with a bunch of money. And then just, like, it's like writing off the success you already had. That sounds like a good time. You know, take the time to pursue whatever else you want.
I have been here trying to recapture lost glory, and my comrades have been at risk. I see now that the Great Sleep was no defeat, but a stalemate.
Yeah, or, you know, honor or something, or whatever. Yeah, you know, do that too.
I must gather my fellow gladiators. As foreigners forced to fight for the Tut's amusement, they will revolt too. Return to Shalik and tell him I am ready to fight. This will be my greatest glory.
The Order of the Fang is an interesting bunch. Needless to say. I did not place down a mark in the entrance hall, so this is going to be a pretty decent walk all the way back. Let's see. So next, yeah, I think next should be the Vault of Ice, which means we'll be able to complete that quest. Very nice. Yeah, Krokotopia is like this weird mix of like being like super long, but also like not having much to do in it. It's just very interesting. Oh, here we go. Teleporter. Very nice. Sadly, that's the only one. The VA is doing a great job, honestly. Oh yeah, a lot of the VAs do a very good job. I only mention it like occasionally, but I do like a lot of them.
I should have known those who slept might forget themselves. I'm glad you were able to remind Kai Amate of his calling.
Yeah, I was mentioning this before, but like, I don't know if you were there to hear it, but the Sunbird specifically, I was very awed by how good the weird chicken voice thing they did for it was. Very impressive. It was very professional.
With General Kaba
That's
and Kai Amate back, we now have 4 core members of the Order of the Fang, reunited in purpose. Wizard, by helping us, you have earned my trust. Therefore, I will reveal a guarded secret. The location of the Golden Fang. Locked in the Vault of Ice for centuries, it offers great power to any croc who wields it.
Yeah, I also love the little animations like that. Krokotopia has like a lot of character, especially like how like occasionally like his cane just like slips, and like how like his weird like old man mouth moves around.
We cannot afford for the Tuts to discover it now. Meet me inside the Vault of Ice.
Really, Wizard101 had a pretty good set of things like that, where it just had a lot of work put into it. Let's see, we got a better ring. We'll go back.
What? You think you can just waltz right into the Vault of Ice and take only thought you can replay this dungeon, allowing you to gain additional unique loots,
Did I miss any beetles?
but only if you
I
survive.
did. Yeah, the game adds like 8 tutorials for what dungeons are and how they work for some reason. Even though like they've done it like 7 other times before this. So I'm not entirely sure why that keeps happening. Yeah, the VAs generally do a good job, but then other times you have something like that where it just sounds kind of flat.
My heart gladdens to see you, for your help is greatly needed. This will be a difficult mission.
Yeah, it looks like it put a great deal of flavor into the game. Yeah, this game's definitely got lots of bits of stuff like that. That's the tiny things.
Welcome, O mighty wizard. If you seek the Keeper of the Fang, you must first defeat the Defender, the Guardian, and the Protector of the Fang. But wait. Next, you must show cunning as well as might and solve their riddles.
Okay. So there are the 3 locks on that. So we actually need to... So they went back and changed a few things, but it doesn't like they added in any changes to this, which would have been helpful. Because I remember like as a kid, I got pretty confused by this because like the quest arrow kept pointing me in a different direction. You have to like walk around here and like find them all. So I think these are all death. So I'll remove those and put in scorpions. Yeah, it's very confusing. At least like when you're first doing it. After a while, you kind of get used to it.
'Tis the Fang you've come to claim as your own. Tamper with me, little wizard, and I'll turn you to stone.
Yeah, it's like any good riddle master, they must speak in rhymes exclusively. I think there are also references to like Shakespeare or something. Although, I'm not super familiar with that. I read it in school, but I didn't actually pay attention. Great. A weakness right off the bat. Yeah, the only indication you need to actually go, like, walk around and just, like, enter these random rooms is the rocks on the door. I think it also says it in that book if you read it, although I never actually bothered to even try that. But yeah, we're gonna have to remember for the Vault of Ice that we do have a thing in here. A side quest, that is. So I need to remember to actually grab that, otherwise you have to go through the entire dungeon again. Okay. Well, hopefully we get some power pips soon so they don't just, like, constantly wail on me while I'm waiting for my second sandstorm to be ready. And we'll just pass. You know what? I don't know why I'm setting myself up for damage. Oh, never mind. I got that. Right. I was gonna say, I think I'll just kill the boss right now and then just kill the guy next to him. But thankfully I got the power pip I needed. Nice. Now we just need to do this 2 more times. And solve their little riddle. So we need this one to be fire, we need this one to be ice, and then we need this one to be storm. That took all my brain power to figure out. Okay, let's see, what do we got? Nothing good. Okay. I do like the way that the mummies also like shamble around. It is pretty cool too whenever you get like a pet of one of them, because now that you can play as pets, you can like make them like move around in weird ways. Because you don't get to see it, but they actually have like animations for a lot of these enemies and stuff, like for the models.
Show your eyes and grieve with your heart. Come to the shadows and prepare to depart.
It's just generally interesting to see like how the different things actually like move around, because they did put the thought into like whether like they bounce in a certain way or whether they move their bodies, like their like legs in a certain way, like when they jump. Like those crocodile mummies, they have like the weird shambling movement because like it kind of looks like they're top heavy, and so like whenever you jump as one of them, when they fall back down, they kind of do like a weird wiggle thing before like balancing themselves back out. It's very cool. I need a nodding emote, but yeah, you're nodding. Yeah, you're listening along. I'm glad. I'm just kind of explaining this without context. But yeah, I'm just saying how cool I think this game is. A nodding emote. Oh. That might actually be a good idea. Because they have like follower emotes now, and it's still like in beta, so I was thinking I might need to like make some at some point. So a nodding emote. I'll keep that in mind. Although I'm not sure if I can have animated emotes for like regular Twitch. I might need to like make that for better Twitch extension. Oh yeah, cool, we can just kill her right now. Nice. Yeah, I think you need it for BT2. Yeah, okay. I think so too. I'll have to look into that at some point. Let's see. Oh right, this thing. This is a kind of weird puzzle. So we flip the switch, press this thing, flip the lever again. There's this. I'm not entirely sure how that's supposed to be a puzzle, but apparently that's how it works. Yeah, I'm not sure how any of these are supposed to be considered puzzles, but they're there. Let's see. What else? Can we get the obelisk scrubbing out here, or I think it's behind the boss? Yeah, I think they're very specific about which one it is. Yeah, I'm not seeing one out here. Yeah, I'll need emote ideas, as well as which ones to keep in mind for the future. Because I draw. Not particularly great, but I do it. So I'll make my own.
And foul is fair. Try and take this Fang if you so dare.
So once I come up with some ideas, I think I'll take like a day off, or like do it over the weekend if I'm not like super busy, and just like make a bunch of emotes. That'd be fun. Okay, let's see. There's a certain charm to making your own emotes, I think, but I'll gladly toss out some ideas, but I'm not sure I know what is actually popular or anything. I'd certainly appreciate the ideas, because you just have your own favorites. Understandable. Same thing with me. And that's kind of what I'm going for, is I kind of want to like make like my own ones that are a bit more unique, because, you know, there's like some very basic ones, right? Between you and me, I'm not entirely sure I want like, the basic, like, Twitch ones. I want like some really interesting ideas for this. So a nodding will be definitely cool, I think. Right. Mountain Dusa 21, hello, welcome. I'm pretty sure I pronounced that correctly. Or is it Mountain Dew SA 21? Okay, with any emote ideas, I will gladly take on. Okay, let's see. Snake, moon, bird, sun. Oh, this is the one. Right, the second time? Okay. If you don't mind, I'll just, like, call you Mountain Dew, I think. Yes, but welcome. We're having a pretty comfortable and easy time just making our way through the second to last dungeon of the Krokosphinx. As well as talking about various ideas for things. Like emotes. Okay, let's see. So, that was all 3 of them. Now we just have to head right back to that big old door. It is this way. It's that one. It's that obelisk, right there.
This is my domain. You will pay for your trespasses, young wizard.
Yeah, so she doesn't actually keep riddles, so she doesn't have to speak in rhymes. I'm not sure why that's a rule, but apparently it just is. So as long as she doesn't hit me with a weakness... Ooh. Am I gonna finish this one really easily? Wizard101 is such a fun game. 100% agree with that. Personally, I love this game. Been playing it since it pretty much came out, on and off. Although I did take a pretty long hiatus. A couple of years around the time Arc 2 was coming out. I always love coming back to it and playing it. Surprisingly, they still update. It's actually not that surprising because they've been updating like since it like came out. I get that reaction a lot though. That like anytime like you bring it up to people who are already familiar with it, the very first thing they'll say is that wait, that game still exists. And yes, it does. I blame the lack of TV commercials. But yeah, there's actually the big update for Lemuria. The next world that's going to be coming out soon. They're still in test run for it right now. So they're still updating pretty much every year. Yeah. It's very nice to see that there's still like new stuff for this game that can be made. Because like I swear, like every single year for like the last 6 years, people have been asking, is this the year that Wizard101 is going to die? But yeah. We still get to have plenty of fun with it for like a good bit of time still, I think. So I'm having a lot of fun. Yeah, so do you play this game a lot, Mountain Dew? Or are you just like checking it out? I've gotten all kinds in regards to that. Oh, whoops. I accidentally clicked off the game. Okay, cool. So, that quest is basically done.
You've done it. We have the Golden Fang. But, as much as I am mesmerized by its presence, I hope we never use its power.
Oh, you didn't hear what I said? Oh, I'm not sure how much you missed, but I was just asking, if you play this game. Because I've gotten people who, like, are, like, varying experience levels, so I don't want to, like, spoil too much or, like, say too much in regards to that.
At last, during the Great Sleep, we learned the power of balance and vowed never to upset it again.
Or also, I don't want to go off on a big rant where everyone is just forced to sit and nod along like poor Sun Loops. Yeah, so I think we can just finish this quest really quick. Only level at 25, not that far ahead. Okay, so a new player. Very nice. Yeah, seems like a lot of people are actually coming into this game pretty new. Or people are returning for the first time in a long time. Let's see. Is it this one? It's this one. No, it doesn't say anything. Okay. You have anything for us? You do. Yeah. You forgot your old account password, so you have this. Okay. Yeah. I like to go off on bits of tangents sometimes, as any long-time player would. So, for me, I just like to make sure I don't go like too far off into like talking about like the weird drop tables or like specific bosses or mechanics that a lot of people wouldn't know about.
Ah, you found the completed tome. All the wisdom we needed was here in this book. When the Order found the Golden Fang, it proved too powerful to control, but not too powerful to study. The spells of the Krokonomicon are based on the Golden Fang's life and death magic, but they are far more reliable. The Order never should have upset the balance and written the Krokonomicon.
Yeah, but it's always nice to see people playing the game again. Yeah, because it is a very fun game. Very addicting too once you actually like get around to it. Let's see, what did it give me? It's probably just something that gives me like health or something. I think it was this. Yeah, it was just like a 50 health. Okay, so now we need to turn this in with this old guy, and then I think it's on to the final dungeon of this area.
Ah, the Fang. Excellent. Now we can proceed. You may wonder, young wizard, why we caused the Great Sleep. The truth is, we felt we had no choice once we realized the Krokonomicon had been stolen. I hope you do not feel misled. I questioned the wisdom of ever writing such a dangerous book, but now you understand why we must fight to retrieve it. We know Krokosphinx, the ruling Tut of the Sphinx, last controlled the Krokonomicon. I know him well. He's certain to be hiding behind guards in the Emperor's retreat. Meet me inside and we will find a way to defeat him.
Yes. Okay, here we go.
There was once a great champion of the arena. This fighter was so great that even in his old age he was undefeatable. Not a single challenger could touch him. Because of this, he sealed himself away, so that one day someone would come forth and be a worthy opponent. Many have tried to defeat him, but none have succeeded thus far. I think you may be able to do it, though. Gather the statuettes carried by the hall servants in the Champions Hall. Using these and some other things, I will be able to let you summon and challenge him.
Yeah, so that's the other big side quest of this area. It should be the last one. So yeah, we really sort of managed to actually breeze through this. I think we're only like, what, 2.5 hours in at this point? Yeah, Pyramid of the Sun one took me like 4 hours almost. Yeah, only like 2 hours, 12 minutes. Nice.
Just as I expected. This place is heavily guarded. Manders toil while Krokosphinx relaxes in his chamber. Krokosphinx is known for his intricate defenses. You will find 2 guardians at the first gate, both princes of the Sakwi family. Even with balance, I would not stand a chance at my age. Please, fight bravely to defeat them and return to me safely.
Yeah, so this quest is actually kind of interesting because I come through here, and this is the last part of the Krokosphinx.
To face a mighty warrior to test my skills, but you showed up instead. Hardly worth the efforts of a prince.
Now, I was mentioning before how this game has like a lot of little details that specifically come up kind of cursed, but they're always like in the background, and this has to be like one of like the biggest ones in the game. Because by the end of this, we'll have a nice little wall hanging, a nice little crocodile head to put above our fireplace. Yeah, just a little spoiler. Krokosphinx, we straight up cut his head off. It's never explained why. It's never explained how. But we come in here, we find him, and we battle him, and then we don't see anything happen. But next thing that happens is he shows up in the next area as a ghost, and we have his head on a plaque. It's something that when you come back and like you actually pay attention to things, you kind of realize, wait a minute, we just straight up came in here, killed him, and then turned him into a house decoration. It's the little things, you know, it's the little touches, lots of effort got put in. And I think that game is scary sometimes. It was made for children, too.
Bested by a mere student wizard. Oh, the shame I have brought to my family name.
Not gonna lie, the wood goblins and Mysteria destroying you? Oh yeah, level 25, that's probably not the best time to handle it. Depends on what school you are, actually, I guess. But honestly, I kind of just sort of skip over Wisteria until, like, I just have enough strength to just run through and just one-shot everything. Because it is actually pretty challenging if you go through it at like a very early level. Because let's see, if you're a life or if you're a life or an ice, I don't think you'd have your AoE yet. But yes, good luck with Mysteria.
You to confront me. You're not fit to clean the floors.
Fire is what you are. Okay, so you already have Meteor Strike though. Yeah. Then I guess the only recommendation I could give you to make it a little bit easier would be to use card enchant more. You should be able to find some at the bazaar, or you could ask someone to port you to pick up monstrous TCs, like the commons or something, and they'll know what that means if you don't. More than likely. You have to be like a high-level wizard for it, though. So like I'll demonstrate here, because I'm using like the lowest level one, but at any level you can use an enchant card that gives you plus 120 or 175, so it's like 100 stronger than this, and you just throw it on that, and then you can use that instead. And it should be enough to make you able to one-shot it with enough blades. And also assuming you're using like, feints on bosses and stuff. Yeah, Wisteria is definitely a challenge, so best of luck. But yeah, this game is... It's not super scary, because it's all in the background. But they knew what they were doing when they were writing it. It was a kid's game, but now it's more of like an adult's game. Fun fact, that's actually like a quote from them. Because they were doing like an interview. And they were like, so... how exactly are you writing the game, since a lot of your audience is like older people? And they were like, yeah, we don't really expect kids to get through it anymore, so we're basically just writing it however we want. Which I find funny. Okay, cool, so now we talk to him. And go back and talk to him. And then we also have to remember to grab the beetle in here, because like everything else in this game, if we don't grab it here, we have to immediately go through the entire dungeon again to grab it.
You've done well, young wizard. The lever should work now. Open the door and I'll meet you up ahead at the lake.
Yeah, you can buy enchant cards like this, and the best one you can get at any level is called Monstrous, and you need to buy them from specific areas. So if you can get your hands on those are pretty much the best strategy for low level things. I've just been too lazy to grab them. Very nice. Speaking of, I should actually probably start using them. Just to keep up with it. Let's see. Wizard Myth. There you go. Okay, so while we're here, we need to remember to grab the beetle.
Excellent. You've made it. Oh my heart. This place is filled with enslaved Manders. Krokotep knows I can't stand to see them suffer, but he does not know that you're on my side. Let's free the Manders from their bondage. If we can do this, surely they will fight alongside us.
Yeah, we freed them, but they don't actually do anything, and they're not actually going to fight with us. Well, that would be kind of cool, if they actually, like, would join us in fights. That would have been cool. Unfortunately, though, they're just little set pieces. And we set, free 3 of them. But unfortunately, there's still, like, 20, like, other ones in here. Let's see. The beetle, I think, is, like, around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. On the little dock there. Perfect. So now we'll grab that. We can just speed through the rest of this.
We've done it. But we need to ensure that they are not enslaved again. Now we must deal with the Overseer Paniwi. Don't think me foolish for not rushing at once to get the Krokonomicon. If we do not save the Manders, we are no better than the Tuts. But I see no harm in hurrying. Defeat Overseer Paniwi and return to me at once.
Yeah, so we just have to turn all these braziers from ice to fire. And apparently that's how it works. Which makes sense, because it's magic. And that man there is having a good time rock climbing, I guess. Well, I'll just leave them to it.
You fail to see just how outmatched you are, wizard.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that every single enemy in here is ice, because they have a lot of HP. I forgot to enchant that again, dang it. I threw them all in my like little back area just so I could actually be sure I have them, and then I just keep forgetting to use them. That's why I should just pre-enchant them. I'm going to need to do a lot of prep for this. Like the next time I come around. So I keep thinking, man, I need to do this, I need to do that to make this a little bit more simple. and I just keep forgetting to do it. Let's see. Yeah, I guess we'll just have the blade. Hopefully we get another power, but we just can attack again immediately. Unfortunately, no. Okay. Yeah, I think after this I'm gonna have to eat. I think we'll save the side quest that we're currently on for next time. I am hungry. Very hungry indeed. I think I'm gonna end up making some kind of fancy stew or anything. Or something like that. I got some nice stew meat ready to be used. Anybody else eating anything good? Oh, that happened. And what do you have to say?
Hello, Wizard. I noticed your backpack. Go into your...
Yes, I'm aware my backpack is full of absolute trash, but you keep giving it to me. Yeah. I am looking forward to being able to eat, though. Finally. Here's all I had before this was like a granola bar. That's not too bad. You had a homemade pizza not too long ago? Ooh, very nice. I also like homemade pizzas.
Excellent job, young wizard. You've shown the Manders we mean to defeat the Tuts, and they are ready to join the fight. Krokotep cowers behind a door sealed by a combination. The Manders we freed tell me you must vanquish the Sakwi Keymaster to get it. Once you've defeated the Keymaster, the combination will appear in his room. Use that combination to open the door and take vengeance on Krokotep.
Yeah, it makes it appear in his room because I think them saying that the wizard, like, beating and interrogating him to get the key out of him would have been a bit too dark, even though that does seem like something we would do with, like, no hesitation. Yeah, homemade pizza. I don't make that too often, mostly just because making good dough is kind of difficult, but I do enjoy that. What kind did you have? Some of these. Yeah, the stew I'm going to be making is either going to be some kind of pork and onion, or I might just try to make some kind of like pork curry with it. Because after having that instant curry, I've been kind of in the mood for curry again.
The gatekeeper, I must put you to the ultimate test.
Yeah, I'm just hungry, so I just want to talk about food right now. I guess this is kind of just the same stuff as before. This time I must remember to not forget the enchant. So I think we'll discard a scorpion and throw that on. Just now, in advance. Yeah, smoked bacon and pineapple pizza. That sounds really good. That actually sounds really, really good. So many people hate on pineapple, but I do agree that it is pretty good. Especially with bacon on it. Nice salty and sweetness to it. I approve. Ah, we keep fizzling. This is the worst. Draw. Cool. We'll re-enchant this one too. I'll just use it. Yeah, not enough people appreciate pineapple on pizza, in my opinion. It was really delicious, and it was a fresh pineapple too, not the canned stuff. Ooh, very nice. Yeah, I actually grow pineapples, so I'm able to get fresh pineapple a lot of the times too. Although I have to admit, the canned stuff is pretty decent too a lot of the time. It's just a slightly different experience. You know, I like both canned and fresh fruit. Oh, lucky. Oh yeah. Growing pineapples is actually pretty easy if you have like... I mean, having the climate for it is one thing, but then also having... is that Yoda with a gun?
Defeating me, you have passed the test. You must be the gatekeeper.
Crocodile snake tree. Yeah. But growing pineapples is actually pretty easy. You just have to cut off the top and then just plant them in potting soil. They do take a while to grow and they get super big. Yeah, it lost me having the climate. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, it occurred to me after I was saying it. But maybe you could make it work. Yeah. Is the Yoda with the gun in reference to pineapple on pizza? Do we have another person with a lack of taste? Because I will defend the pineapple on pizza here. I think it was crocodile snake tree. I will defend pineapple on pizza as much as I can here. I have all the power in this place. And here he is, boy himself, Crocotub.
Don't provoke me, wizard. I was just thinking about letting you live. In my service, of course.
Let's see. Yeah, I might do the same thing here. We might also just throw up a thing. Just for fun. Look, I love pineapple. I just don't like it on pizza. You can do. I don't care that you do. I just don't. Understandable. I mean, I guess I understand liking pineapple, but not like it on pizza. Then again, I feel like a lot of the time, you know, a lot of the time maybe you just haven't had a good pineapple on pizza. A good pineapple pizza. Let's see. So yeah, this is the point where they're going to start throwing down tower shields. So this is a bit awkward for us. This is where every ice enemy is just going to start throwing those down. Now we're going to have to deal with having to get through shields all the time. Yes. But I do appreciate that you're not going to fight about the pineapple on pizza, but although I do think it's always funny whenever it does happen. I just thought the Yoda with the gun was an interesting choice to just randomly post. But yeah, growing pineapples, the hardest part I'd say is actually having the space, because they get gigantic. They get like 4 feet across, which is like over a meter. And then only like 1 grows because they grow straight out of the center, like a weird stalk thing. There are actually lots of plants like that, but I'm not sure people actually know how they actually grow. Like coconuts, apparently, people think they're like the brown things. No, they grow in big bunches on trees, and like the outside of a coconut is like a big husk, and then like you have to eat away at the inside to get to the hard brown thing. And that's the coconut itself. You can use the husk of the coconut to make like fibers and stuff. It's actually pretty cool. I've seen lots of like coconut ropes. Even saw some guy who went out of his way to make like a coconut hammock at some point. It's pretty cool. But yeah, there are lots of plants like that. Maybe if you get like a tarp and like a space heater, maybe then you can have the climate for it. Make like a weird artificial greenhouse. Just be careful not to like burn down like wherever you live. And then you can have fresh pineapple on pizza whenever you want. Well, whenever it grows. Okay.
You have found a golden scarab.
A golden scarab, okay. We have now defeated Krokosphinx. Again, you lost me at having a garden slash base. I don't know your situation. I'm just throwing stuff out there.
You have fought bravely.
Apartment
It
game.
sickens me to know one of the Order's members gave the Krokonomicon to Queen Krakopatra. Even though it is never easy to defeat one of our own, it was the right thing to do.
Well, if it's worth it, you could still hypothetically do that. I'm just saying, you just don't let the landlord see it. You know, don't let the landlord see that you converted the apartment into a greenhouse.
I fear more troubles await us, young wizard. Krakopatra wields the Krokonomicon, and Krakotep spoke of a new army. The Order has much to discuss. We may not have always acted with wisdom in the past, but you've set us on the right path at last. Come join us in the Balance School.
About drive, it's about how badly you want it. I'm joking, of course, but yeah. Well, that's a new take on Living Green. Ah, nice. Yeah, just live on a little mat just outside of like the big greenhouse tarp thing. Oh boy, we have a meeting with our boys. We have General Kaba, Shalik, Kaimalte, and that was.
Young wizard, you have my eternal gratitude. I heard what you did in the Krokosphinx. I feel we are no longer strangers, but comrades in arms.
Wait, you heard what we did? You were there for the entire time. Convert your living room into a greenhouse, let's go. Absolutely.
Shalik, General Kaba, Kai, Amate, and I all wish to honor you. Please take this golden scarab as a symbol of your entry into the Order of the Fang. No one deserves it more.
We will continue to fight the Tuts here, using the wisdom of balance rather than the golden fang. We leave it to you, young wizard, to find and protect the Krokonomicon. You will need to investigate Krakopatra's lair, the Tomb of Storms. Go see Sergeant Major Talbot, for he may be able to help you.
It's actually something I've actually looked into before. It's like hydroponics and like homesteading. Very interesting. There's lots of charts. But it actually would hypothetically be possible to convert a single room of your house into a greenhouse. It would involve a lot of shelves. You could have them like planted and then also like have fish growing at the same time and like a big tank underneath it. It's a lot of work, but it is actually a pretty cool concept. But yeah, we just finished the Krokosphinx. Well, except for one side quest. But it actually is getting pretty late in the afternoon, or it's getting close to evening, I guess. So, wait, did I not get it yet? Wait, nope. Yep, I did. There we go. I wanted to end the stream on this. Yeah, there we go. Look at that handsome fella. We didn't just kill him, we cut his head off. You could say we iced him. Ha! Nice. Anyways, thank you all for joining me. Sunloops, Mountain Dew SA. Yes. I'm glad you appreciated it too. Yeah, so thank you for joining me, everyone. Oh, thank you for the follow. Thank you very much. There? Oh, yes, thank you. I appreciate it. So yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here. And maybe back later tonight for a different variety game, like I did last night. If not, I'll probably just work on coming up with emotes and stuff. Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you for coming. Thank you for chilling and hanging out with me. So yeah, I'll see you for more Wizard101 tomorrow, if you feel like hanging out again, or if you don't, then, well, yeah. That was fun today. Have a nice day. Goodbye, everyone.